Oh, I'm gonna see if this works. You might be able to hear my dog in the background. But that's fine, because we're back for another Unmedicated Antics episode. And yes, I missed this week. I don't want to talk about it. Well, hi. If you don't know what this podcast is, my name is Nate, and I will be telling you. And I still don't know how to do an intro. This is a podcast where I am a 20-year-old, almost. In 12 days, I will be a 20-year-old with ADHD, not medicated, but someone who's still trying to get their life together. And this is kind of a documentation process of that, is the best way I can describe it. But it's also while playing Minecraft. So if you can watch this on Spotify video or on YouTube, it's really your choice. The YouTube channel is Unmedicated Antics, or there's a Spotify link in the description below if you're watching it on YouTube. You already know what to do. It's been a weird week. We're just going to get right into it. I forgot I was building a house. It's down there somewhere, I'm pretty sure. It's been an interesting week. I know I didn't get the video out by Wednesday, and this will be the first episode of this week because I will be making two to make up for it because that was my fault. We're going to be making a house. That was my fault. That was my bad. And I recognized it literally on the Wednesday it was supposed to come out too. This one will come out on Monday. Today's Monday. No. Today's Sunday. Tomorrow will be Monday. This one will come out on Monday. And wow. I'm forgetting I'm not editing these at all. And it's weird because I'm trying to like free ball what I'm saying and it's not working out well. Oh, pray for me. But anyways, I really don't know what to do here. This week's been interesting, and it's been interesting for a couple of good reasons. Firstly, I've been very, very, very good about journaling. And if you know anything about the last couple of things I've talked about, it's that or if I've even talked about this, I don't know, is that journaling was the hardest part of what I was doing. Not necessarily the hardest part, but it was the part where I was most inconsistent at. I didn't get it done all the time, and I should have been, because it's a fairly simple thing to do. It's getting that habit going, and that's something I've been working on ever since I haven't read it, but I've been listening to it on Audible. I've been listening to the book Atomic Habits. I actually have it behind me over here. It's a very good read. I would recommend it if you're trying to get your life together as well. That's a very broad category, but you know what I mean. It mainly talks about the science of habits and how they can help you succeed in different general areas of your life, and it's a very interesting read. Highly recommended. I was talking to my friend Wonder is crazy about it, and yeah, he thought it was pretty cool too. But anyways, I try to get him on the podcast also. He's moving tomorrow, but I don't think I was gonna be able to. That was completely my fault. I shouldn't. Don't mind that Windows notification. I tried, but I ultimately end up forgetting, like I always do, which is really unfortunate because that's what this podcast is supposed to prevent. But you know, you win some, you lose some. And that's the interesting thing about creating habits, is the fact that I failed a lot in trying to perfect them. I failed so many times, and it's so interesting that I have and that I'm still trying, because typically beforehand, not to say I was a quitter, but I definitely was not motivated. If I don't even know what the correct way to say that is. I would get very down very fast if I failed something. And that was just I guess a product of my character. I really don't know. But I would get extremely demotivated extremely fast. And whether it was working out or just doing simple things like journaling, if I failed, I failed. Like that was it. That was that. I failed, and boom, I tried that. Sucked. Didn't work. Oh well. Moving on. And it's stupid that I thought that way, but it's okay. It's all good. And I just realized I fucked this up. That's fine though. No, don't put that there. I just realized how little sense this podcast is for some of you. I'm trying to think of what I even want to say here. I really came into this with no plan, and I'm sorry, but that's just how it was. I was trying to sleep actually. It's 11:30 p.m. and I've been doing good on sleep as well. This is probably the most ADHD episode out of all of them because I really have no plan going into this whatsoever. This is the most spontaneous one I've done. But yeah, it's been a weird day. It's been a weird week. But I'm kind of glad about it. This is the most uninteresting podcast ever. Holy shit. I don't know. It's weird because I used to do a monthly series where I literally would call it like the name of the month, and then I would let others tell me what goals they have for the month, and we would talk about it in the comments. And I miss doing stuff like that, but stuff like that will come back, and I am working on it. Actually, I've been doing pretty good about planning my future projects out, and I'm really freeballing this. I don't know if this looks good or not. This kind of looks stupid, but I've been really like planning things out and not freeballing as much. And I have my cork board back up, my little whatever the hell it is that you stick push pins into with a bunch of papers. I've been documenting every day, not just journaling. I've been documenting. So I bought a fuck ton of sticky notes. Love sticky notes, and I literally plan out my next day the day before. So like, for example, today is August 10th. Tomorrow will be the 11th, and I already have the schedule for the 11th on my monitor on a sticky note. And it says here, 8 a.m. wake up, 9 a.m. go to the gym, 10:30 shower, 11 lunch, 11:30 work on YouTube shit, and 3 p.m. start prepping to go to work, 4 to 9 because I have the shortest shift in the fucking world tomorrow. I go to work, and 10 p.m. settle and go to sleep. So yeah, we're gonna see how closely we follow that. And after every day, I sit down at my desk and I'll jot down what actually successfully happened that day, and then what I need or what did happen, and cross out the thing that didn't and say why it didn't happen. And it's a good process because it's making me work harder on, and it's making me identify those bad habits I do have, and that's kind of the goal of it. And I realize how hypocritical it is to say that, because I mean, the last couple of nights I haven't fallen asleep on time, and here I am recording an episode for this podcast. But hey, you know, can't always win. I really do need to start editing these, because I realize that I go on tangents all the time, and it's not good for listenability. But truthfully, this isn't really a podcast made to listen to. Like, as stupid as that sounds, this is much more selfish than a product. This is entirely selfish. I really expect nobody to listen to this, and this is mainly just me getting my thoughts out and kind of talking to a camera again, because I do want to do YouTube again. I desperately want to do YouTube again, and I'm conflicted right now between continuing content on NateMG or keeping gaming content on NateMG Live, and then NateMG just be my random fuck shit channel, which is what I'm thinking of doing, but I don't know. Again, conflicted. But we'll see. I'm excited for whatever comes next, because I know I have a lot of variety shit I do want to make on NateMG. I just don't know if I can do both gaming and variety, but I don't know. I need to reread the YouTube formula. It's a book by Daryl Eves. If anyone's listening to this and wants to be a YouTuber, I highly recommend listening to that, or reading that even. The YouTube formula by Daryl Eves? David Eves. I don't remember the author's name, and that's entirely my fault, but it's a great book. It's very informative on how YouTube algorithm works and what you need to focus on when you're doing specific niches. It's extremely informative. However, it did ruin my drive for a little bit there. Also, totally off topic, I have a different hairstyle. My hair... The fuck happened down here? Do they have... Nope, their textures are just messed up. Oh, dear God. These poor horses. Anyways, yeah, I have short hair. And I guess I should have started off with that, considering it's such a jarring change. Because there was some interesting things that happened about my short hair too. I used to have short hair way back in the day. And by way back in the day, I mean 2 years ago. I used to have extremely short hair. And that was a weird period of time in my life, because I was constantly conflicted between two... I almost want to say alternates, as stupid as that sounds. This was back when I was really heavily influenced by like Markiplier's creations. So I had these two versions of myself called Yin and Yang, and the one of them was extremely a hard ass, a hard worker, and you know, dead set on achieving things that, you know, needed to be done. And the other one was a fucking goofball that just didn't want to do shit ever and wanted to just be a kid. And you know, you can get the stereotype from there. And I wrote a whole story. I wrote a whole play. I'm sure I've talked about this before. I've pretty much written a damn book at this point. And I planned on making it a short film series that just never got off the ground. And this was back when I had short hair. And it was weird that when I cut it again, I didn't expect it to be this short is the thing. I wanted it much longer, but I guess it was mistranslated. But I didn't get short hair again, and it was weird because when I looked in the mirror, I kind of felt that same feeling that I had back then. And not to sound edgy, but like that's just how it felt. I had that feeling of being split between two different me's. Like all of a sudden that weird I want to say conflict, but I don't even know what the feeling would be. I felt angry. I felt extremely angry at my position in life, which is something that I haven't felt in a long time. I felt disappointed, but I kind of just shoved that off and got back on the horse because I knew the horse was getting me to where I needed to go in life. But for the first time in a while, when I saw myself with short hair again, I felt mad. And it might have just been because, you know, all my hair was cut off and I was kind of pissed about it. But also, I felt angry at the world. And it's so stupid. It's so dumb. And it's so edgy. And I know. That's how it felt, though. It was interesting. And I'll probably touch more on that later. But for a while, for a minute there, I really felt like my old self. And that was kind of scary to me. Because when you work so hard to get out of the ruts that you were in, and then you feel yourself slipping back into it, it's scary. And, you know, say what you want about my rut being easier than your rut or whatever. Because I'm not going to sit here and say I had it extremely rough. Like, I have a roof over my head. That's about all I can ask for. But I just didn't want to go back to that place I was in. Because when I worked that hard, I weirdly shut the fuck up and just didn't talk to anyone. And now I have relationships and friendships that I can't lose, that I would have easily lost back then. And it's weird. It's really odd. And I know I've been saying that a lot. And I'm kind of just rambling, and I really don't know what this podcast episode is going to be called. But anyways, back to sticky notes. Very good way to take care of your life. Can I even put this here? Nope. Oh, that would have been better. Wait, hold on. Let me do that. I can do like little trim on the outside. Wait, that's so peak. Hold on. Oh, I'm cooking. I'm cooking so hard. Speaking of cooking, I've been meal prepping. I don't know if I talked about that last episode. It's been a fucking minute since I've done one of these. I've been meal prepping. I've been saving hella bands. And what's it called? I will admit I fell off recently, and I need to get back on my bullshit. But I have been making chicken and rice, and I made this amazing Chipotle copycat white rice. It's really fucking good. I know, fake Mexican, whatever. But it's really good. It's really fucking good. I will leave a link in the description to the recipe because goddamn, it's amazing. But I do need to get back on that. But I've been saving so much money. They are not lying. Holy shit. When you start meal prepping, you will save so much goddamn money. And that kind of led me to my position today where I spent way too much money, but whatever. It's fine. But yeah, no, that shit works, man. It's crazy. I guess dumb as that sounds, like of course it fucking works, but shit, I'm saving hella bands. It's great. And I just realized I lost all my fucking logs and I needed to finish the back. Whatever, no one can see that. It's fine. Look at this cute little house. It's adorable. It's adorable. I can make it a 2-story. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go get more wood. How long have I been recording for? I can't even see. 13 minutes, not that long. Let's see. What else can I talk about? It's been a pretty cut forward week, and getting my life together, I kind of made my life extremely boring because I don't leave my house. I went to the gym today. I go to the gym constantly now. It's good. Yeah, I feel good. I go to a very public gym now. I used to go to a private gym and spend $50 a month on that shit because I hate going in public, but I just shut the fuck up and halved that cost because I don't need a private gym. Like, I just need to shut the fuck up and stop being so antisocial, which I did. And I'm being extremely social. I actually don't talk to anyone, but I kind of lost that everyone's going to judge me feeling, which is really nice. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh yeah. I have been sneaking into that gym consistently because they tried to charge my payment and I didn't have the money at the time to spare because I was focusing on my savings and getting my car paid off. So I kept sneaking into the gym, and today they fucking caught me, so I had to pay for that. So that kind of sucked, but whatever. Speaking of which, God damn it, I went and bought AirPods today, and no, I did not keep them. I did end up returning them. The problem is, I have a credit card, and I processed my payment up for my credit card 2 days ago. The problem is 2 days ago was Friday. It wasn't gonna go through till Monday. I'm an idiot, and I did not take that into consideration whenever I submitted the payment. So I thought that I already paid it. Today I paid my car. I put $400 in my car. Great feeling, amazing feeling. Found out my insurance went up $40. Why did it do that? I don't know. So I was like, fuck, I gotta start saving for that. But these AirPods, these Pros, are on a really good sale for back to school. So I bought fucking AirPod Pros for $160. And then I realized I'm an idiot. I don't need these. And then I returned them. And they were like, yeah, these will go back on your card in 2 to 5 business days. And I'm like, okay, whatever. At this point, I still didn't know my credit card and needed to get paid. I had $40 in my account. My credit card payment was $60 that I already submitted. And if you don't know how credit cards work, they will charge my ass for that failure. Oh boy, they will. And I'm really hoping that I get that money by tomorrow for the return. Because if I do, then I should be good. That should be great. If I don't, I'm cooked. Whatever. I gotta finish cutting down this tree. God damn it. Why are these trees so large? I've been playing too much Bed Wars. Yeah. So we're gonna pray. We're gonna pray I get that back. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Spotify and YouTube users alike. We're gonna find out together if I got my payment back. I'm gonna log into my bank real quick. Got my Face ID, and I have 22 cents in my bank account. Fucking awesome. Great. All right. Well, we'll see how that goes. But in grabbing my phone, I remembered another talking point. I bought a wireless charger. Weird talking point, but it does have to do with ADHD shit. Because I was, like I said, I've been reading Atomic Habits, and it talks heavily about your environment kind of influence. Everyone is a product of their environment. If their environment is messy, they're going to be messy. If their environment is just disheveled and broken, they are going to resemble that in, their behavior. And so I took that personally, and I started fixing my environment. I consistently clean my car. I work at a car wash, so I can do that. But I vacuum. I cleaned my room today, like heavily, and I am working on building a new desk because I don't have a lot of working space on this desk. And I want an L desk because I just have a corner of my room that's perfect for that, and I think it'd fill the room nicely. And I always knew that I work better when my workspace is clean. I always knew that. But for some reason, it escaped me until I have been on this journey to get my life together. So we're back on that shit. And in doing that, I bought a wireless phone charger from Belkin, and it was originally $60 fucking. I got that bitch for $24.50 at Walmart on clearance. Let's fucking we win these. So, but it keeps my phone on my desk when I'm trying to sleep, which tonight's the first time I'm using it, and here I am, not knowing how to go to sleep properly, but it's okay. But yeah, I got that, and it's pretty cool. I can set it on there and see the time, and it turns into the weird devilish clock thing. If you have an iPhone and you turn it horizontally when it's charging, you know what I'm talking about. It's weird. It's odd. That's my favorite fucking word on this podcast is odd. I gotta get better at talking to a camera. And yes, that was meant for y'all. I'm not gonna edit that out. Speaking of editing though, this is my daily ramble sesh. Not daily, weekly. I've switched to DaVinci Resolve, and before you call me a Markiplier dick rider, there's a creeper. Fuck. Before you call me a Markiplier dick rider, my friends have been bitching at me to get on DaVinci for way too long because I used to pay for Adobe. I had the Adobe student plan, so I'd only pay $20 a month for Adobe. But the thing is, only and $20 a month is a crazy sentence because Adobe would give you access to all of their products. However, DaVinci is a lifetime license. And when I say lifetime, I mean lifetime. They don't charge you after the first time you pay. You're done. So that got me really interested, and I still haven't paid it. I have the free version right now. But even the free version gives you so much access. But I'm going to get the paid version because the paid version has amazing new tools in the DaVinci Resolve 20 update. And I really want to try them, so I'm probably going to switch over to that. It's $295 for the license. But if I pay, I think $395, I get like the speed editor keyboard. I don't even know if I have room for that, but I don't know. But the thing is, I don't even want any more space on my desk because I don't want to edit at my desk. I want to take my Mac and I want to go edit elsewhere is like my new thing. I really don't want to edit in my room because again, Atomic Habits. I've been reading that, and it's a very good book, and I know I keep referencing it a lot, and trust me, it's worth the reference because it's a great informative book, and a lot of the points are very valid, and they make plenty of sense, and when you start to apply them, you realize, oh my god, I've been so inefficient this entire time. And it was talking about how you do need separate workspaces for separate things because otherwise you're not going to want to do those things you need to do. So in my example, I record in this room, I sleep in this room, I jack off in this room. I'm kidding. I read, I relax, I play video games in this room, I do everything in this room. Of course I'm not going to want to fucking edit when I'm in this room because I have all these other options to do. So my new plan is I take my laptop everywhere with me. I have a portable SSD that I save all my footage to, and I edit. Because we just have an Barnes & Noble open up. Let's fucking go. I didn't even grab the thing I needed to grab. God damn it. And I edit at a coffee shop. Like one of those bums. Or a McDonald's. Or I will stay the fuck out of McDonald's, actually. Jesus Christ. Or just any public place that will just let me sit down and edit outside a park. God damn it. Not one of the ones that I'm thinking of, though, because they will rob my ass so fast there. Anything like that. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. And I've only tested it twice. Again, I'm new to DaVinci, and a lot of it's similar to Premiere, but it's different enough to where I still have to learn. So that's why I don't edit these, is because low-key these aren't meant to be listened to yet. Eventually they will be. Eventually I'd like to take this seriously, but for now I'm very kind of set on having this be like my fun little side project thing, not really taking this seriously because this is something I just want to do to relax. And I do like that so far. It's a nice little process I have going on. I'm gonna build another chest right here. Yep, perfect. And why are my textures flipped? I don't know why that happened. But yeah, I don't know. I'm on a good little thing right now. I kind of have these plans I'm implementing in the future, and I really hope they stick. And emphasis on stick because sticky notes are helping me do that. And tomorrow I need to get my high school to send my transcript to the community college I applied to, which they sent me for a community college who accepts literally everyone. They sent me a huge poster, giant poster. I was very surprised at why the hell they were sending me that, but I'm flattered, truly. But I have a huge poster for my community college for getting accepted. They were very excited for me, so that's fun and cute. But I have to get my transcript sent over there, so I got to do that tomorrow, and then I have to get my ACT test scores sent, which cost $20 for some reason, but whatever, I'll do it whenever I get the refund money back. And yeah, I haven't been able to DoorDash recently because on the topic of, you know, saving money and being financially stable, which this month's been interesting because I have paid my bills, like half. I paid my credit card technically, and I paid my car. Paid $40 more than my minimum payment, which is good. I haven't paid my insurance yet. That's the one big bill that's still waiting. So we're gonna hope, and it's raining in Minecraft. I really hope it's not that loud. That's really gonna suck if it is. Insurance is the last big bill, and that's $200, and that's not due for another 10 days. So I have time, and I get paid on the 22nd, my birthday, which is perfect. And oh my god, I'm scared to turn 20. I don't want to turn 20, and the next podcast episode will come out on the 13th, but the one after that should come out on the 20th, and maybe I'll do a bonus birthday episode. But I'm scared to turn 20 because I'm still living at my mother's house. And I know in this economy, it's like most of us are forced to live here because, you know, it's rough out here. And I'm very grateful that my mom does let me stay here and doesn't kick me the fuck out because holy shit, I'd be fucked. But a part of me just truly wants to get out because I feel like that's what's best. I feel like that's what's going to be best for me, is to have an environment that I own, only me, and that I control. Because I feel like that's something that's going to help me significantly, is if I can have control over the bathroom or the kitchen or whatever, and that'll help me do my daily duties properly. So we'll see. Whenever that time comes. Hopefully, I'm planning on moving out by summer, whenever my car's paid off, essentially, is the plan. And I owe $8,000 left. Even after this payment, I still owe $8,000. So I am planning on paying that off first and then moving out. Like, immediately after. Like, hopefully getting like $5,000 in my bank account right after I pay off my car to have that little wiggle room in rent and utilities. And then after that, just try to get my life together on my own with my dog. So I don't know. I'm excited with how that's going. And with online community college and everything, I'm hoping I can keep that going for 2 more years until community college is done, and then it's time for me to decide if YouTube's, worth still doing. I'm kidding. I'm gonna do it as a passion thing. Or if I go to a 4-year or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But my house is done. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna put little trapdoors right here. I'm gonna be like those old Minecraft houses. You remember those? I hope y'all do. I've also been thinking about making a Minecraft YouTube channel. Like, as stupid as that sounds, I love Minecraft. Minecraft was like the first thing that made me want to do YouTube. Was the fact that Minecraft YouTube was a thing, and I don't know. I still want to do it. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it under an IP that's not even 8MG. Maybe I'll just make a whole new thing. Wouldn't that be fun? A secret Minecraft channel? I think it'd be great. Yeah, that looks cute. Perfect. Yes, I just said cute unironically. I'm comfortable in my masculinity. Kill me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited for what's happening. I truly feel progress. And it's like, as stupid as that is to say. No, you know what? Matter of fact, fuck you. It's not stupid at all. I feel progress. I feel good about my life. I feel amazing about my life right now. Because I'm making progress. As a guy with ADHD without medication, I'm doing good. It's insane to me that I can even imagine doing that. And I'm doing it. It's great. I'm not addicted to my medication like I was. I'm not angry like I was, except for when I got my hair cut, because that bitch cut all my hair off, and I'm very mad about that. But I'm feeling good. I feel great. I feel amazing. And let's just see if I can keep that going. I think I'm getting a raise at work soon too, so that's cool. Life's going weird, man. I'm kind of excited about it though. But yeah, look at this little house. It's great. Oh well, I've been recording for 26 minutes. I don't even know if this episode's truly an episode. I don't even know if I did anything. This is like fucking jack shit happened. I built a tiny little house. I feel so bad if anyone's actually invested in this. I don't do shit in these videos. Let's come up with a plan. Let's do this. Let's do this. Just like I'm doing in real life. Let's schedule. I gotta pop my back. Oh my god. Let's schedule what's next for the next podcast episode. I built a house in this one. Let's schedule the next one, which is, I'll record tomorrow. What am I gonna do tomorrow? I could mine the entire time. That'd be kind of boring. I could do off-screen mining. I don't know. I kind of just want to build shit on these. I kind of just want to build things that are good. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually just turn this into a Minecraft series and it's just fucking talking about ADHD. That'd be kind of fun. But what can I do? I don't know. I'm conflicted. Let's build. Let's prepare. Let's go get minerals tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll go get like iron. We'll go get a fuck ton of iron. Let's get 2 stacks of iron tomorrow. No. Let's just get. What the hell happened there? For anyone who's not watching and is only listening, my chest textures are inverted. It's so odd. But anyways, tomorrow let's get a stack of iron and let's get a full diamond set. That's the plan for tomorrow. So that's it for today. Thank you for listening / watching to Unmedicated Antics, and I will be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.